today. Diane, let's come back to you, and beg your pardon, let's just finish this one, and I should be able to bring up your section. And you're going to talk to us about the subject of wildfires and really some of this amazing fear factor around super hot summers. Clearly, we haven't got that in Plymouth today. But be fearful of the temperature. Stay locked in your house. There's going to be fires. There's going to be plagues. This is terrible fear-mongering.
Oh, absolutely, Brian. I'm seeing it all over these so-called local papers on social media talking about, lock your windows, don't go outside because it's burning, global boiling out there. But I want to bring you back to yesterday. There was a fire that broke out on Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh. I think we have some video of this to show what it looked like yesterday before they started to fight the fires. Basically what happened was in Edinburgh, of course, in August, I was there last weekend. This is the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, the International Festival, lots of things going on in Edinburgh over the summer in August. And unfortunately, Arthur's Seat, which is the big extinct volcano that sort of overlooks the city, broke out in a terrible fire yesterday. And this is also happening when Oasis concerts are happening all at the same time with the festivals going on. So 140,000 fans over the first 2 nights sold out at Murrayfield Stadium by Oasis, as well as a third one that will be coming on Tuesday. According to the Scottish and Fire Rescue Service, this has been a terrible summer for wildfires across Scotland, including in the Highlands. And it says the Highland wildfires are considered so far the biggest Scotland has ever seen. And so we're seeing in Edinburgh and in Scotland where, you would not assume that there would have been a problem with water in Scotland because it's kind of everywhere. That's just a joke. But anyway, so tied to this, we're seeing wildfires in the south of France. And I last got a very quick article sent to me by Neil Harrison late last week on Friday, actually. And we decided to prioritize this editorially because he's a frequent contributor to UK Column, happy to say, and because the wildfires were going, as he basically wrote this article and sent it to us for publication. And what he said at the start of this article, you can read the full thing, but just to understand the scope of this fire in the south of France, he was writing this on day 4, close to where he has a house. He said, at the moment, 17,000 hectares of land in the department have been burnt, many villages completely gutted, transport and electricity cut over a vast area, and a flame front that yesterday took up a length of 80 kilometers. So he goes on to talk about how desperately the firefighters have been working very hard to stop the fire, but it has not been happening. He talked to some locals there, and one person said, quote, all of our children here are taught that the best way of controlling fires is our vineyards. They are natural fire breaks. Vineyards are watered, the vines are covered in green, wet leaves, weeds and dried grasses are cut, but unfortunately it has been government and EU policy to rip up the vineyards and return the land to the wild. And as he pointed out in the article, the scientific justification for destroying vineyards to satisfy Agenda 2030 requirements is based on soil degradation, loss of organic matter erosion, low carbon sequestration compared to natural vegetation or agroforestry. So I think there are some important questions for us to ask here. We're seeing breakouts of wildfires because it's apparently global boiling everywhere. What is causing these fires? Are there reasons for this that are related to Agenda 2030 and Sustainable Development Goals? Or is it just because it's so terribly hot, the fires are breaking out everywhere? Are there arsons involved? There have been a lot of questions around this, but I think it's just important for us to maybe think about this and ask the question about why it is that so much is happening around wildfires this summer.
Thank you very much for that, and apologies about the footage there from Scotland, but I'm sure many people have seen the film clips on wider media. With regard to the wildfires, I'll just add that, of course, one of the things we were told by firefighters in America when some of the really big woodland fires were burning there, forest fires were burning, was that in many areas the firefighting teams had not been allowed to create fire breaks or indeed deal with debris, very dry debris on the forest floors. And this was helping to create very, very intense fires, with rolling fireballs going over the tree canopy and jumping considerable distances. So firefighters in America, some of them at least, blaming the authorities on saying that they were preventing the firefighters from actually doing preemptive work to stop the fires. Let's just end on a positive note, Diane. And you've got a very lush green picture of UK here. I don't think it's very likely fires are going to break out in this environment. What is your message for us?
Well, I just wanted to say to get out and enjoy it while we can. Don't forget, it is summer. It is summer holidays still for children, and we all should be just getting out and enjoying the beautiful weather. This was me a couple of days ago going to Corbridge, which is a beautiful village up here in the northeast of England in Northumbria. And as we can see that, well, you can't see in the photo, but the village car park was completely packed. And we can see people there walking to and from the car park, across the bridge, across the river, enjoying the cafes and the shops and everything. And I spent a few hours there and just enjoyed it. So feel free to do the same, because the warm weather is what we're supposed to be experiencing here in August, even if it is the UK.
Yeah, I think it's called the summer, Diane. And yes, wonderful weekend. Lots of people having a very good time outside in the sunshine. And we say to our audience, do the same. Get out there, fresh air, sunshine, relax and enjoy some normal life with your friends and family and good, normal people. We must end it there. Huge thank you to the UK Column audience, wherever you are. Remember, there are still some tickets available for the conference in York, but if you haven't got a ticket, I'm going to encourage you to buy. Somebody's going to be disappointed very soon at the rate these tickets are going. We've got more speakers to be announced. We're really looking forward to you being there. So get onto the UK Column website and have a look for those tickets. We must end the news there. Huge thank you to everybody. Thank you, Ben and Diane. We'll be back for UK Column Extra in a few minutes, and we'll look deeper into that story about South Yorkshire Police and the cover-up of child abuse. Thanks very much for joining us. Bye-bye.